We're going to be using a windowed envelope today. You can use a new window envelope like I have here, or you could use an old one, a junk mail envelope. You might want to select some book pages, a digital, or even some paper pad paper. And with these things, we can create a beautiful booklet. A windowed envelope journal, and I have 2 dangles that hang down below. Now you don't have to turn it into a journal. You could actually use these in a signature as a page. It would be absolutely gorgeous. This time I just tied it closed with some sari silk because my cover has a lot going on. We open it up and we have a pocket right away. And then we'll have some journaling pages. There's my signature here where I sewed my beads on the end. And we have another pocket on the back. I did sew around mine with the machine, but you don't have to do that. I'll take you step by step through the process of how you can make one for yourself. Won't you join me? The first thing we want to do is we want to open up our envelope. So I'm just going to stick my thumb in there and get that glue to release. I'm going to do the other side. If it's really stuck, grab yourself a spray bottle and spray it with some water, and then just get that paper to come apart. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for it to open up just like this. I'm going to take the bottom of my envelope and I'm going to fold it up to the bottom of the window and give it a crease. Now we have something that looks like this. And you open it up and we've got this extra piece over here. I want to cut that off. Now when we close it, I'm going to actually even this up right here. And then a little bit right here, just to even it up. So now we look just like this. This is when we want to bring in our papers. A book page, maybe a digital. I have these beautiful papers. Now I think these are from Three Hearts Gallery. And yeah, they're really something else, aren't they? They're like va-va-va-voom. Opening up our envelope, and we can look through the window to see what would it look like if I used this piece, or maybe this one. And you can audition your picture that you're going to be seeing from your window. And I'm really liking this one. I'm going to open up my flap so that's not going to be in the way. And I'll be using my art glitter glue. You use the glue that you like the best. And I'm going to place the glue around my window because that's mainly what I want to cover. And then once again, just kind of decide what you want and place it down. I'll be pulling my picture back and just trimming it off like this. I could have trimmed it out before I glued it down, but I wasn't exactly sure exactly what I wanted. When you trim it out, you will need to make sure that it's going to allow your envelope to fold back. So I'm going to trim it back a little more. Now when I close it, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness, I love that. We're going to need to cover the inside now. You can choose to cover it like this and just use one piece and not worry about splicing pieces together like in a collage. I'm kind of thinking I'd like to do that. I love this little image. This digital is from Shabby Dabby Doodah. So to get this glued on, I'll be using a little bit of glue stick. Now I'm not going to glue this portion. I'm not going to cover this portion right here. Just the portion above it. I turned on my white noise machine today because I think you can hear, even with my white noise machine on, there's a lot of traffic outside. I'm not very good with the glue stick, so I like to go back over it on the edge just to make sure I get my page glued on well. I'm going to turn it this way. I really want this portion. I will have to trim it out, but that's okay. I do like trimming it out. Now I'd like to cover this little piece that we turned up. I'm going to use the same paper for this pocket. Now I want to roll or fold this top part over just to give it a little more stability. A little bit of glue, and I'll use my wet glue too. Now I'm going to turn it sideways. I also need to remember that this is going to be like this. So I need to have it this way. So I'm going to turn it so I just can see a little bit better. I'm going to place this right here. I can be a little over because I can trim it out. And I'm going to turn it this way and I'm going to fold it right over. This is when I bring in my ruler, and I can use that to help me fold this right over on the edge, pressing my paper up against my ruler, and then I can continue and press it further. Now that's perfect. So first I'm going to turn it this way and trim it right here. And then I'll trim the sides. And now it's time to glue this portion down. I don't want to fold it yet because it's still a little wet. Definitely our pocket's still wet. So let's turn it over and work on this side. Yes, a book page would look beautiful up against that. I'm going to trim the bottom border off. And I think I just want this portion right here to be covered with the book page. So a little bit of glue. Well, that was a lot of glue, Cathy. And then let's lay it in that glue. Let me see if I can get that glue smeared a little better and not so globby. And just pop it right on. Now, I want this trimmed out. I don't know. Do I need to fold it yet? I guess I need to fold it. Maybe not completely crease it. I could roll it on over if I wanted to. And then that would be the back portion. No, I think I'd rather trim it out. I could trim it right along here. Let's try that first. This way would give my fold a little more finished look because this is definitely finished off if I just roll that around to the other side. So I'll go ahead and glue the other side down. I think I've made a decision. I want this piece to be tried right here. So that means I need to cut 2 inches in so that I can take it and put it there. Now let's see. Now I really just want this. And what I don't like when I put this here is I don't like this right there. But if I put a strip of book page here, I might even tear it. And that looks like if I tear 1/2 inch, we'll try that first. Oh, that's beautiful on there like that. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere finally. So I'm going to grab my gathered twigs and I need to ink up both sides of my torn strip. So let's pop this back over here. I'm going to need to trim any of that off, barely. Okay, so that'll be good. So let's glue this onto here. I'll do a little bit of the glue stick and a little bit of wet glue. I probably should ink this up real quick. I didn't do the book page. And then if we lay this right here. So I think it would be easier for me to put the glue on the page that's stationary and then pop this right on. Now I'm going to trim it out. All right, so now what are we going to put down here? So I've made my decision to put this here. I'm thinking do I want to trim that back any? I think so. Yeah, I think that'll be great. So let's get this here. I wondered how it would look if you roll it around instead of trimming it off. This would be the pocket. I kind of like that. So I need to make this a nicer cut. I don't think that's very straight, but I think it'll be okay. And it'll also finish off this edge, which I find to be really important. A little bit of glue. Yeah, I really like that little pop of purple there. This one isn't bad there. It's not quite white enough, but I think if I ink it, it'll be okay. Let's just ink this portion before I glue it down. Oh, I do like that there. I think that looks real good. Now I need something at the top. Maybe this is where this color comes in. That's not bad on there. All right, let's do that. I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. Okay. We finally got that covered. We finally got that covered up. Now how is this looking? I really like that purple on there. Should we add a little bit more purple on the other side? Maybe closer to the... Yeah, I think I'd like to add that right there. Oh, I really like that. Then I'm going to need to trim this off right here. Oh, I just think that's really beautiful. Now, is there anything else I want to add here? Now, I could sew around the edge on this. This would be when I would need to do that if I wanted to do that. So around here, actually all the way around. And then when you turn it up, it would be sewn around here. I could also sew around the window. I think I'm going to do that just to break it up a little bit. I'm also going to need to ink it up. I've sewn around the edge and I just think it changed it totally, and I'm just in love with it now. There is the pocket, and I think it's going to be way too bulky if we don't cut a pie shape out right here to relieve some of that bulkiness. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut it up like this to cut out the fold, basically is what you're doing. And now I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit more right here. I know I've already sewn, but it's going to be fine. Oh yes, that's perfect. Now I'm going to take it back to the machine and I'll just sew right down here like that. Now, if you don't have a machine, you don't have to sew it. And I just felt like it needed to be sewn. So I sewed right there, and cutting that notch out, that just relieved all that bulk that was right there. So I'm going to glue my pockets closed. I'm going to actually paper clip this closed so that it will have all the chance it can to get glued on. I made a little signature here. I coffee dyed some of that paper. I already had some of this pink with the coffee dye splatters, and then a coffee dyed paper, plain paper, and I made it so it will fit right inside. I actually think I need to cut it down just a little bit more, and then I'll tell you what size this was. I'm going to try to do it freehand. That's kind of a joke, but I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, it bows right there. Now let's see, does that fit better? Yes. So this This signature is 6.5 by 7 1/4 inches, and there are 3 pages, so 6 pages altogether. And I think I'd like to ink this up just a little bit. Pockets are probably all sealed now. I have a couple of labels that I thought would be cute on the pocket, and maybe a little purple satin bow would be sweet too. There are 2 ways that you could use these window envelope pieces. You could add a signature like I have here, and you can add some dangles, or you could not add the signature and use it as a page in a signature. There are lots of options here. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.